Green bracket match 4. Zarcon's High-Tech versus Orikson's Psi. We have Medusa, Z Medusa, Okay, we have a double fleet here. Zarcon, for some reason or other, did not submit a fleet in time. Therefore, the fleet he had last week has just been doubled. We have ourselves the Heavy Blaster Tactical Laser Burst PDs. So it's got some tactical lasers, it's got some heavy blasters, and it's got some burst PDs on 4 Medusas. Some Graviton Beam Tactical Lancers, Burst PD Lasers, and Swarmers on his Wolves. Versus Orikson's Psi. I remember last week the Psi was limited to just 2 ships, I think. Or was it 3 ships? And the Corcata, the Zone Scorcher, not gonna see a lot of use at the moment. Zone Scorcher, if I remember correctly, is basically a massive flat cannon. Might not get a lot of use versus the enemy fleet. A couple of high explosive mortars, a couple of kinetic accelerators, and some defense auto-nailers. Is there any missile use at all? Apart from Swarmer SRMs, there is no missile use, so any PD, unfortunately, here is gonna go unused. A couple of hacking comlinks, okay. Okay, Orikson, I know you're in chat. What's behind the hacking comlinks on the Talos? What's the story for the hacking comlinks? And Calcotaroi Combat Cruiser with rocket pods, gamma ray radiation reactor, KAX, and the defense alternators. Well, let's see how this is gonna go. And game 1, Zarcon versus Orikson. It's High-Tech versus Psi. Let's do this. Boop. Look at this. What are the point scores? Okay, point scores are... Whoa! 15,000 short for Zarcon and about 7,000 short for Orikson. A lot of jumping, a lot of quick jumping. Let's see how this works out. Let's focus on one of these Medusas. These Medusas are actually really well equipped, right? They're actually... We've got a lot of laser stuff. Hello. This is the interesting thing, right? Because Psi's strong point is its speed. And last week, Orikson didn't really put that to the test. He didn't really make most use out of the speed because he focused on a couple of ships only. Let's see how this works out this week. You're going for a CR battle as well. Oh, joy. It's now 22:21. My clock. Let's see when this ends. Okay, anyway, the first Talos is already overloaded. It's a lot of beams. It is a lot of beams. And if they get close, the heavy blasters will do a lot of damage. Come on! Oh, Talos 1 is down. We have a Talos sort of fighting it off with a wolf over there. But the High-Tech is being quite aggressive. High-Tech is being quite aggressive. The first K in the name is silent? Interesting. Okay, so... Also, because of the lack of missiles, it's not as if Zarcon is going to have any... There you go, that's the Zone Scorcher. It looks to me like a flak weapon. Or like a big flak weapon, but a flak weapon nonetheless. I'm not sure how much damage it's actually doing. But it does not look like it matters. Oh! That wolf just got wrecked. The Crocodile just turned around and shot him in the face. Oh, Hydra's taking damage. The wolf was down. That wolf over there is taking damage as well. Quick moment just to check how that wolf is doing. The wolf is currently... They're currently equal. They're currently equal. Okay. Yeah, Zone Scorcher does a lot of frag damage, but spread over a large area. It's a very... I imagine, like, for people who don't know... I'm sure you all do, but for people who don't know, there are 4 types of damage in Starsector. Kinetic, high explosive, energy, and fragmentation. Kinetic is good against shields, high explosive is good against armor, energy is good against everything, and fragmentation is crap against everything except against hull. Fragmentation takes a damage penalty against everything except hull. So, I'm assuming if that Zone Scorcher hits his hull, it'll do a lot of damage. Fragmentation is usually found in point defense weapons and ballistic point defense weapons. Yeah, the Crocodile is kind of using it like a primary weapon. That's, if I remember correctly, that was the same problem last week, wasn't it? Is that the Crocodile is sort of built to take out fighters, but it hasn't really fought them yet. Orikson, what did you fight last week? It wasn't a fighter fleet, was it? I endeavour to be educational, Skimmy, you know this. Oh, that Hydra is not having a fun day. The Medusa taking damage, but other than that, we've been doing quite well. I kind of want to see what happens to the Hydra. The Hydra's gonna... Okay, focusing on this fleet is actually painful to the eyes because it judders every once in a while. I just looked away, really? And the Hydra dies. Of course, I'll just look away and the Hydra dies. Fair enough. So what are we focusing on now? We're going to capture that, because once they've captured that, they'll move on. Right, let's focus on you. Hi. Again, the beams. Yeah, the Zone Scorcher doesn't really seem to be doing a lot. It's got the kinetic accelerators and the high explosive mortars, but it seems to be focusing on using the Zone Scorcher as a primary weapon. It's one of those things that if it manages to strip armor and get shots on the hull, the Zone Scorcher is going to do a lot of damage, but they haven't had the chance to do that. And the Crocodile is kind of operating on standalone, because the only thing this Talos has is hacking comlinks, which is basically EMP weapons that just basically knock out ships. Don't really do much damage. That's right, isn't it? I'm not. Hello, never mind. Let's focus on this first. Overloaded. Come on, you guys got heavy blasters. Just get in there and shoot it. Heavy blast. Yep, there you go. Crocodile's gonna go down. Heavy blasters do a lot of energy damage. There you go. And Talos is down, but the main threat is gone. What do you have? You have the gamma ray radiation, rocket pods, which I'm assuming are out of ammo, the kinetic accelerators and defense alternators. A lot of point defense for against fleets that don't really use it, unfortunately. Like, this fleet doesn't have any fighters or any missiles, apart from the swarmers that don't really need to be worried about. What is this gamma ray radiation thing? Come on, come on, come on, come on! Get in there! Oh, couldn't quite. Couldn't quite. Although, that Medusa just took some damage from something. What Medusa just took damage? I'm assuming it was you. I guess you were nudged past the 50% mark. I guess you were nudged past the 50% mark. Safety first, safety overrides. No, we just decided safety overrides is a horrible idea. You are pretty much alone now. That Talos can't really help you. If this ends up being a Talos win, because he just stays away, I'll be very unhappy, I'll tell you now. I do not want to have any CR offs today. No CR offs today. But Talos is down. Talos is down, so literally that... So if the first K is silent, is it Halkotoroi? It's something Greek, I'm sure. Okay, so what are these? Are these drones? It's got the side thing of having little bits, extra little bits. Are these armors or are these drones? Okay, so we're looking at the CR battle, CR... No CR battle, please, no. And the beam basically does damage. Ooh, critical malfunction on the wolf, but it's not going to make much of a difference. technically, in the CR off, if this thing manages to get a couple of kills, you could win the CR off. The 6 pods add bonus damage to the main laser. Okay. Oh, you can see it now. That is, like, the amount of, like, effort that goes into this. Look at that. The beam fires to the middle, and the little pods add to the beam. That's awesome. You're gonna die, but it's awesome nonetheless. There's a graviton beam, which just failed because of the CR problems. At least the Medusas have high CR still, so they can come in and do damage. I'm so sorry about the CR battles. It's an interesting idea. Like I said, CR has been a sort of a controversial point about Starsector with a lot of people. And I can see its benefits, and I can see its downsides. But it just sometimes happens that the AI will use everything it can, and sometimes what it can do is wait until CR runs out. Because the Hal Kotoroi is still at full CR, it hasn't had a single bit of CR damage, and these are running out. 37, 37, 50, but it started on 70, 66. Ooh, hello. It's venting, so let's take a bit of tack laser fire. Come on. And it can't really do anything. It has to wait because it hasn't got enough firepower to take out the shields. The second it fires at something, the shields go up and then nothing happens. Those beams are very bad at getting through shields. So this is a beam off, so shields facing each other. What they need to do, and what would guarantee a win, especially in such a ridiculously maneuverable ship such as the Medusa, is a Medusa either side. Because the shield arc on a psi ship is very, very bad. If you look at the shield arc on this thing, it's about, what, 45 degrees? No, it's about 90 degrees. 90 degree shield arc. So flanking this thing is the easiest thing in the world. It just doesn't happen. And now a wolf is dead because of that. These guys should be getting around it and firing heavy blasters in the other side. And they're gonna lose this. Okay, so its CR is now dropping, so it's 48 now, so... But it could still win. This could still win. This could still win it. Orikson, you might win this. We've been in this fight for 10 minutes now. You could still win this. 27, 13, 13. These guys are going to be out of action pretty soon. They might be around, but they're not going to be able to do anything useful. 24. Technically, as they start hitting 0, and their shields can't go up, that beam laser is going to be very effective. I guess that's a strategy, I suppose. It's a long, drawn-out strategy, but if they make it in such a way where the second you hit 0, your shield can't go up, that beam's going to hit you in the face. And the kayak is fighting. Hello, hello, they're actually engaging here. Actually engaging. Heavy blaster fire is happening. Missiles are happening. Oh! Come on! No! Force it! No! Force it! Come on! Let me say, it's being eaten alive! I haven't said that yet. It hasn't happened yet. Please. Please let me say that. Come on! 25% CR, 24% CR, 0%, you're at 0, you're at 0. You can kill those ships! Go kill those ships! They haven't got any shields anymore. They're literally dead in the water. Okay, you're flanking it! You're flanking it! Oh no, the engines are offline now. This is gonna be a CR off. Oh! He spins into range. He spun into range. He spun into range. Oh, he spun into. Oh, Medusa died. Oh, CR issues. Okay, that's. I was really. Sai's gonna win this. On CR alone, Sai's gonna win this. I think Sai's gonna win this. Come on, come on, come on. Do something. Deal the damage! It's like playing chess when you can't really play either. You're watching someone else play chess and they're just dancing around the board. Come on! Okay, oh, okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Die to ramming damage! I would have laughed so hard. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. This is it. You got 2% CR left. Use that CR to get into range. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. There we have it. Not technically, not a CR loss. It was dead due to damage. That was horribly painful, but it was dead due to damage. Again, what we've seen yesterday and so far today, cruisers have been really powerful in the CR battle. Because a lot of fights tend to draw out because the AI isn't aggressive enough into the CR battle, and cruisers tend to be very good at that. Simply because their CR will go down slower. So everyone else will hit 0 CR, shields don't go up, and then whatever CR they've got left, the cruisers can just go in and deal the damage. Learn, guys. People who have fights next round, cruisers is where it's at. And I'm assuming the quicker you can get out your battle cruisers or battleships or your capital ships, get them out now. Anyway, that's the first part for the first half of this. Now we're gonna try the second half of this. And okay, so same fight again. Green bracket, match 4, game 2. Okay, that Hydra came in way late. See how that plays out. Let's have a look at this when it's got its armor on. It's a nice looking ship. See, those are the kinetic accelerators there. Those could do a lot of... Whoa! Instant... Those Talos just went suicidal. Those Talos just went suicidal. Not that they were doing anything useful, but they just went suicidal. They just completely... Crocodile's back there. Crocodile's fine. Crocodile's fine. It's here. It's here. Arguably, in fact, given last week, I was thinking, because of all the swarming that was happening last week, deploying separately might actually be a good idea, because it forces AIs to spread out more. Anyway. But those Talos went suicidal so hard and so fast, it was kind of crazy. Okay. See. Also, the reason the Medusa is a good ship, whenever the Medusa is in trouble, it just goes, nope, and just teleports out. It just nopes right out of there. Which, again, contributes to this very passive engagement style. Technically, what the Talos did, though, those Talos deaths stopped the fleet from being able to separate. Those Taloses, while they were doing nothing, they were attracting fire. Hello! Again, I'm really worried when I see that, but I didn't realize it's a Zone Scorcher. It's not doing anything to them. Have you even taken any armor damage? No armor damage. You took like several Zone Scorchers to the face, but no armor damage. Okay, how's this going to work out? Zoom out a bit more. Again, playing really passive. I'm assuming Zarcon isn't here, but I'm assuming these things have... They don't have aggressive AIs, definitely. If they had aggressive, they'd be closing into heavy blaster range, but they're not. Okay. That was a hacking comlink, by the way. I'm not entirely sure what they're supposed to do. I thought they were supposed to turn missiles around, but if 2 hacking comlinks can't turn a swarmer around that quickly, they're not really useful at all. They flanked it. They flanked it. They can kill this. Let's be honest. This is the only real threat that the Psy have got. The Crocodile can't really do much. Get in there. Flank it. With your heavy blasters. Like, tack lasers scratch the surface, they don't do much at all. Especially like it's a shield. Like the positioning of these Medusas is absolutely perfect. This Medusa here could do so much damage. It's venting, and that's the only... And now that it's venting, it pulls back. Because it's like, okay, it's venting, it can't attack me, so I'm going to pull back and vent myself. When what you should be doing is using that vent moment to go in and do some damage to the armor. I mean, the tack laser isn't great, but some damage is better than nothing. See, those two wolves are kind of keeping that Hydra busy. What's the Hydra even got? The Hydra's got high explosive mortar and kinetic accelerators. So it's got some damage potential. The Corcata... See, they're kind of focused on trying to capture that as well. Do we know why from Tartarfled, why we have objectives? Is it just so the AI has something to focus on? Okay, hello. Yes! See? Hang on. No frontal armor. There you go. Big hits. Don't vent! Chase! Don't vent! Come on! Ah. But that was a really good moment. Push forward. You've got the speed. You've got the speed. Okay, the Medusa can teleport away, but you're size ships. You're built for speed. This is good. Hang on, I need to pause and zoom in because I don't think I'm actually zooming in on the right ship here. There you go. Yes! No! No! Why? You had no flux! Oh, come on! It was perfect! As long as if you had flux to spare. Oh my god. If you lose this, that one is yeah. The AI is so cautious. Get in there and kill it! Oh! Interesting note! You don't need to vent! You don't need to vent! Oh my god. The objectives are only comm relays, I think. So far, all the objectives have been just double comm relays. Yes, the nav boys give speed boosts and the sensor arrays give damage boosts, but they are only comm relays. Oh my god. Okay, this is the point I was going to make. I'm going to do a quick pause here just to talk through this. Because of the massive area of effect of the Zone Scorcher, if a Zone Scorcher hits here or here, it'll sneak damage around the shield. It's not clever enough to do so, but see, you can get a couple of hits there of hull hits. You see the red numbers of hull hits? That's when the Zone Scorcher is sneaking just beside the shield, and that's doing damage. That is doing damage. That's still painfully slow. That has had no hull damage. Oh, sorry, it's been scratched. It had 7,000, it's got 674 hull damage. This isn't even interesting to watch at the moment. This is where it's at, because this is actually sort of some level of strategy here. Come on. Get in there. Why are you being so... It's because of that. I'm pointing at my screen. It's because of this. They keep thinking that they need to capture the comm relay. They keep thinking they need to capture the comm relay. It would be interesting at some point afterwards, or during one of the rounds, to actually have a proper interview with Tartarfled. Just talk over the rules. Because I think a lot of the times, this AI is prioritizing capturing that relay over killing. This is going to be painful. If this loses, it's because you completely threw it. I don't want you to lose, because if you lose, it means the game 3. I don't want a game 3. This is taking far too long. But come on! Corcata's taking damage up there, but that's not the important bit. The important bit is this fight. Do the damage. Get in there. Come on. Okay, it's meant to be hit and run. Okay, fair enough, but... You gotta hit! You can't just run! It's not just run and run, it's hit and run! Hit! It's also got the kinetic accelerators, which do a good amount of kinetic damage. It can just sit in someone's face and basically vent them out. Like, if he manages to keep the ships at range, the Medusa do pretty much no flux damage. Tac lasers don't do a lot of damage. A Medusa's up there is the one who's taking damage, but the Crocodile's taking damage now because it's just not... Okay, how about you guys? 39, 48 CR, 48 CR, 10. That ship could have been dead by now. The Crocodile let that one live. Oh, a wolf is down. Finally a wolf is down. Does that mean that... Okay. No, that Hydra's still there. The Hydra's still there. I think the weakness of many factions is the fact that they are piloted by the AI. If this was me, what you do is aim the Stone Scorcher slightly to the left or right just to sneak the damage past. So it does minor amounts of, look at that, it does minor amounts of damage. You can see the red and yellow where the armor gets hit. It is sneaking past the damage. It is sneaking some damage past. To the point that the AI thought it was enough of a threat to focus fire multiple ships around it. Okay, now we lost the wolf, which means the Hydra is going to be coming in now. The Hydra is going to be coming in. God knows how much CR it's got left. It's got 70 CR. Because that Hydra was fighting nothing but wolves, its CR hasn't gone down yet. That's going to be instrumental afterwards. That is going to be instrumental afterwards. Come on. Look at that. You're forcing it to vent. It has to vent. You're getting some high explosive mortars in the face as well. Don't vent now. Okay. Choo choo cha boogie. Choo choo. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, so what are you doing? I'm kind of bored of watching you, that guy. You traded damage. Oh, hello. There you go. Those blasters are what the Medusa should be using. I think the Hydra's dead. I think this is the one Medusa that's actually got a brain at the moment. It's the one Medusa with a brain right now. There you go. Come on. Nope, still nothing. Okay, you got CR of 7%. You got a CR of almost nothing. You're pretty much dead. The second that CR hits 0, you're dead. So it's a bit more of a... let's put it this way, it's a bit more of a emphatic win. There you go. It's not as dramatic as it was last time, but it's still taking forever, because they're still requiring CR to go down. We're winning by malfunction. By misplays caused by malfunctions. There you go. Second Medusa's down, and all we've left is that Medusa there, who's got almost no CR left. The Hydra's got low health, so come on, all you need to do is last the 6 CR. All you need to do is last that 6 CR. Kill it. All you need to do is last that 6 CR. 3 CR. That 3 CR goes, the shields disappear, you can kill it. Or you vent in its face. You didn't need to vent. I think we should like institute a rule that if a ship is within range, like the AI rule, if a ship is within a certain amount of range, you don't vent. There you go. And it's done. Oh my god. Whew. Because of like the massive amount of pods, it looks like the Psy had a massive win, but no, like, it was they came in with 5 ships and left with 3. The Talos basically suicide at the beginning of the match. Oh god. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Please tell me my yellow bracket brethren have allowed for a quicker fight. Right, so yellow bracket match 4 was 2-0 for Orikson and his Psy. So at the moment, mods have it, with Diablo Avionics and Psy winning 2-0s.